clearly isn't girl.
For sure.
Right.
And honestly, I just kind of went more internet trolling route. That's why I said like everything. I don't know. I'm at this point. I'm just trolling because it's like, what else can I do with that situation other than speak out about it? Like I can't control anything legally, so all I can do is just keep talking about it and being public. And you kind of just got caught.
No,
unfortunately, this is
fair.
such bad timing for you. You know what I mean?
Using me as a poster child for your hate sucks.
Well, it's not
when
using
I
you
didn't
as a
know.
poster child. I can see how you feel that way. I fully understand, but that's not my intentions at all. No matter who it was, whoever they decided to use as a token for that recruit, I would have said the same thing. Doesn't matter who it was.
Which is because
right?
there's no
Could have
face
been a guy,
for
could
the
have been a
people
girl.
that you hate. Because there's no face,
It's
there's
harder.
no logo.
Yeah.
Because there's no face, your fans see that and they see my face and they're like, okay, well, we'll direct all our hate that he has at her.
But this is my thing. They already knew what my position at FaZe was. I was exposing everything from numbers.
But they didn't
recruits.
have a face to hate.
For sure, but like, why would they even put you in that position? Why would they put you in a position knowing what would happen? You think they
I
thought
don't know,
there's not 1% chance that they thought it was going to go well for you, but they did it
But
anyways.
it's still not deserved of me.
For sure, but that's why I said it's never about you. If you watch my original video, I said.
But I'm getting death threats and people have found my number.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know how they found my number.
That's something obviously I don't want, and I never directed hate towards you. The only reason I said what I said was because of the kitchen comment. Like I thought we were trolling at that point. I said don't get barbecued in the process. You said you can handle it.
No, but I was getting all of that
right?
before the barbecue comment.
Yeah, but if you watch my initial video, I do not say anything bad about you. I'm like, it's not about you. But you took it that way, I guess because of the troll Stranger Things comment.
People were mean to me because of you before I said anything, before I responded.
Pardon?
I was getting hate because of you before I even responded.
I mean, you can't necessarily say because of me. They would, if I didn't say anything, you would have got hate. You know that, right? If I didn't open my mouth, people would still disagree with the recruit. It's not really on me. I just kind of voiced everyone's opinion. Because people feel that way, and again, it's not against you. You don't have to feel like you aren't capable of certain things just because it isn't necessarily FaZe and what matches with our history. It's like not against you. But that's why I was always confused with the choice, because you didn't really have friends in FaZe. You had more friends outside of FaZe, 100 Thieves, people like that.
But instead
so
of trying to understand the recruit, you just hated on it immediately.
Well, because I know what the recruit is for. I know the deep meaning behind what they do. It's not for fun and for what they actually think is good for the brand.
They could have gone with people with more viewers.
It's not, but then they have more leverage over them. They need people that will listen to them more right now.
But I'm not listening. I'm doing my own thing.
Well, I mean, you kind of still did what they wanted you to with the recruit and stuff like that. Like you still agreed to join and do all that. They wanted that.
Because of everything I wanted. In the meeting, I had meetings with multiple orgs, and in each meeting I set out my game plan for what I want to do in this industry.
Yeah.
And if no one signed on and no one agreed to the things I wanted to do, then I wouldn't sign with an org. I can do that on my own. I have a platform.
But then, so why do the choice if you knew all these things about it? Even when you brought up the stuff that obviously I have no part in, the Muse stuff, I don't know why you attached me to that, but I feel it. Why would you join knowing that as well? And why would you join knowing it's being exposed? And why would you agree to that knowing that that's not even what the community would want? Especially when I showed that there was no interaction between your name and FaZe on Twitter in its whole, right? There's not a single tweet with you and FaZe.
There was a few years ago. I deleted it. A year ago, they did a tweet that said like, "We want more women in FaZe," and I responded to it. But then I deleted it when I started having meetings.
And again, it's no offense against you, but it's like we are in a position where we have to give the fans what they want. They haven't had it in years. And it's like, if it's just, you've never been talked with, joined as a FaZe member, you don't really have a connection with people. And again, it's not against you. It's like, I shouldn't be a fucking Laker right now. Like, I have no parts. Why would they make me a Laker? I have no parts with that. It's like, certain things, I'm not even saying, I don't want to like put you down or say like, you're not worthy, this, that, of course, but it just was pulled too early, right? It was too early. They should have actually made sure you knew everybody, connected with everybody. But you think, I knew you were joining because I heard it. No one told me. All right? Nobody would say, hey, you want to meet Grace? Never.
I asked if I could meet everyone. I would have loved to do that.
And they never had any of us to do that. No, it's like you act like I knew. They told me, like, this happened, do you want me to? And I said, no, never happened. They never hit you up anything. Entirely political corporate move, and that's what I'm saying. It's deeper than what you think it is, and that's what people get caught up in.
And
the bullshit, you know what I mean?
I'll speak for 1 minute. I understand that to you I'm not, and to everyone, I'm not a normal FaZe recruit. Yeah. I don't make sense. And why would I join FaZe? Because of that. I think for me in my meetings with them and what I really went home, and it was like a lot of back and forth with my home with my friends. Like it was a big decision because FaZe is known for being, like I said, like it's the guys org. There have been, like, I know that maybe things have upgraded and changed a bit, but since the beginning, you guys make pretty sexist comments, pretty degrading comments. Example, I mean, I've seen your tweets where you're joking about raping Emma Watson.
Me?
Yes. I mean, I can link you.
I will give you $10 million if you can give me that tweet. Seriously, I will owe you $10 million. You can find a tweet of me talking about doing that. I will give you
Okay.
$10 million. $10 million. I don't have $10 million. I will owe you for the rest of my life
It's from
$10 million.
2013.
I don't care if it's from 2003. Find it.
Okay, I will.
Because I know what you're talking about. It's not even me. It's Apex that said that. It wasn't even me. So that's why I'm willing to do that back, because I know it wasn't
It's on
me.
your account.
If it was retweeted, it's Apex's
I clicked
post.
a link and it's
Not my tweet. I've
on
never
your Twitter.
in my life tweeted that in my fucking. I've never even had a crush on Emma Watson. That's so random. I barely even know who she is. I remember Apex tweeted that, and it was Kate Upton, not even Emma Watson.
No, you said Emma Watson.
Show
I'll
me a
find
tweet.
it.
Show me a tweet.
I'll see if I can find it right now. But let me finish.
No, I don't even want to speak until I see that tweet, because that is such a crazy thing to say after say give me an example. Like, what?
Okay.
I would love to see that. That's insane. If it is, it's a fake tweet. I've never tweeted that in my life. We can go to Twitter. We can get all the files. I've never in my life tweeted that. I would love to see that. That's crazy.
Someone responded to one of my tweets with it.
Yeah, okay. So they made a fake tweet and then
it was a link. It was a direct link to your Twitter.
Okay, I would love to see that. That's fucking insane. There's no way I would ever tweet that in my life. 2013, whatever. Hope I don't lose 10 million. But I trust myself. I know for a fact that I didn't say that. That's not real. That's not real.
That's your account.
But that's not a.
I'm on your account. That's you. 2013.
What the fuck? Okay, that is crazy. No, that is crazy.
You guys are known for very sexist things. Do you want me to link it to you so
what
you
the
can delete
fuck?
it?
No, absolutely.
I think.
No, actually, that's so crazy, bro. What the fuck? I owe you $10 million now.
But yeah, it was really scary.
You actually want
for
$10 million?
me. No.
Okay. Because I was like, shit, if I have to figure out some sort of payment plan, let's do it. You sure you don't want it?
No, on the
Okay.
record, I do not want $10
Okay,
million
because I was
from
that
you.
confident that I've never said anything like that. It must have been some crazy. That's
No,
so
and listen,
insane.
it was really scary for me to walk into
But
an
obviously,
organization
that's not
people.
like. That's so crazy. I'm actually mind blown.
And,
I'm actually mind blown.
And when you responded to me and said, I wouldn't let you touch me on my drunkest night, I immediately blocked you.
Yeah.
I was like, I want nothing to do with this guy. I just want to keep doing what my mission is in this industry, and if that means I have to leave FaZe because it's not working out, then that's it. But I'm going to keep doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I sat on it more, and everyone was saying like, unblock him, and I was like, no, fuck you. I'm doing what is right by me. I'm always gonna do what's honest to me. But then I was sitting with it more, and my entire life in the gaming industry has been receiving comments like this. And the reporting system on these video games is bullshit. And even though it's trolls, even though it's always trolling, it doesn't feel good.
No, and I get that,
feels
and
like
that's why I
shit.
told you I understand it was supposed to be your special day and like the way you could have felt. So I've been understanding all this from your point of view. Everything you've said, I'm like, bro, like she's live, she sees all this hate. Like, how is anybody gonna respond? So that's why like I took everything you said with a grain of salt. I'm like, she's just emotionally responding.
But that's
it's
why
okay.
I unblocked you, because I was like, how many times am I going to get the chance in my life to have like a face-to-face with an internet troll that talks to me in a degrading way?
I mean, it's not an internet troll. Sure,
I
mean,
never met you before, and
you
you
can
troll-
paint
you
it how
admit
you
you
want
trolled
to.
me
For
on the
sure, but you
internet.
also asked for it, did you not? Did you or not? Did you or did you not ask for it?
I didn't ask for sexism.
You asked
You
for
can troll.
whatever comments you said,
You
and
can
I didn't
troll.
honestly see it as sexism.
You wouldn't
and
have said
I
it
honestly,
to a guy.
I mean, sure, I would have said something else to a guy, but it's like it's different things. But okay, it's like if you want to
You
talk about
wouldn't
that,
have
that's a
said
whole
something
different
sexist
conversation.
to a guy. You can't.
I mean, yeah, because I'm a guy, so you have to be the opposite sex to say that. So it's like it's unfair.
But I'm not
mad
gonna
that I
come
can't.
after you that way.
Yeah, sure, but you obviously know I don't mean that.
I came
Cool,
after
can
you in a
take it
totally
however you-
different wrong way.
Yeah, and I don't care about that because I realize like, who cares? You didn't say anything bad. You said I'm proud of you. Like, who cares? Like, I'm not.
And I
tripping.
am. I also talked in the video about how my mom is
Yeah, I
into
heard that.
drugs. My dad is 28 years sober, and he hates your guts right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he
understand.
also wanted me to tell you that if you ever want someone to talk to, he's available because he's been a sponsor for multiple people. And
I appreciate that.
So that we don't have to put that in.
Yeah.
That's just you and me one-on-one.
Yeah.
Because I know how hard that can be because I've witnessed it face to face. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not for this, please.
Yeah, not for. No, I appreciate that. For real. But no, I just never took it that way. You know what I mean? I like didn't. Plus, also like I have very thick skin. I was in like a wheelchair for 2 years and I got hurt a lot. Like, I promise you, no pussy on the internet can hurt my feelings. Like, it's actually impossible. They can try. Just please try your best. You can't. Like, you're just wasting your time. And like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me because I know things for what they are. And I know you don't mean that. I know if we spoke face to face, if we ever had a genuine conversation, we would not feel no type of way against each other. It was just you got caught up in the crossfire of an ongoing war with FaZe. they should never have put you up to that. They knew I was going to say something. They knew people were going to criticize it, but they put you up to it anyways, whether you agreed to it or not.
No,
it's
nobody
like they just,
told me.
Yeah, they never told you there was going to be a war. Like, hey, you're going to get a fuck ton of hate, by the way.
They told me
Rain
that
might make a
face
video.
plans
Boom,
might.
boom.
Oh no! Did you tell them you were gonna do that?
I don't have to. They know. I'm making a video about everything. I just leaked all their fucking numbers. I have a book that exposes all their numbers, and I'm leaking everything to show.
Yeah, no, I had. They warned me that FaZe fans would not take a particular liking to me, but I was like, I'm used to that. I just got off of Stranger Things,
Yeah.
and I received more hate from that fandom than like anything.
Who
And
cares?
those haters are
They're
a
kids
lot
also.
more creative than
But they're also children,
these
right?
ones.
But
So
they're gonna grow up and not feel that way, not act that way. I was such a, you see, clearly that was a toxic kid. That's why I couldn't even fathom that I tweeted that. I'm obviously 27 now. Like, that's impossible for me, right? I don't even think that way, but whatever. Kids, shock value, they say crazy things. That's why I never trip on kids. Like, they don't know what they're doing. They're gonna grow up and not be that way for the most part. Some might be fucking trolls forever, but generally I've seen so many kids, like you probably said crazy things too when we were 13. We all did, all the
For
COD
sure,
kids,
bro.
like.
yeah, which is
So
why
that's why-
I'm used to the comments like you made.
Yeah,
I
like-
think I wasn't prepared for joining an org and one of the founders of the org giving me the same reaction that I get in gaming.
But also know
Like,
that
I
that
wasn't
never
used to
came
that.
before you asked for it. I was being so polite. I swear
You
to
should
God.
have trolled me in a more creative way. Why are
But
you
I wasn't
using
trying to troll you.
2013 insults?
But I'm not. I don't even know. But like, I didn't even say anything. I mean, other until after. But in the beginning, in the first one, I said nothing bad. I kept
But
saying
when
you're a
I
wholesome
asked for the
person.
roast,
You're
why
nice.
didn't you do it and
The
didn't
Among Us
do
thing I
it?
trolled. The Tumblr thing I
Yeah.
trolled. But that's funny. Come
made a
on,
lot
that
of
is funny.
faces.
That's I know, but it's funny. I just be trolling. Like, it's just, like. But it is like when you said it's home. Like, come on, is it really home to you?
The employees.
That's not. They're not FaZe though.
They're the
They
face
come and
that
go
I
every
know.
week.
I never got to meet
But they
you.
come and go every week. But that's not FaZe. That's the fundamental problem that I'm trying to break down is that you don't join FaZe anymore. You sign with an agency, and it's wrong.
But they're the people I work with. They're the people helping me create my content. They're the people who are helping
yeah,
me.
but that's not FaZe. That's like signing to it
things.
for their resources, not for the team. So maybe that's what I'm saying. If they want to help other talent and like build them up, like why join
They
FaZe
wanted
though?
to rebrand and start by signing females.
But it needs to have a mesh with members so people know you're part of the FaZe ecosystem, right? That's the point of FaZe. It's some sort of like family.
I mean,
it's some
I
sort
probably
of
stream with
ecosystem.
Nate more than you do.
Who?
Nate Hill.
Oh,
He's a
you're right.
FaZe
The guy that
member?
they keep forgetting to put on the roster list when we talk about rosters. I got you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the truth, right? It's like there's people that don't really have a connection to the FaZe ecosystem, and it's the truth. Like there's no mesh, no brand, no memorable moments with those people to the brand and what actually gives it life, right? The brand is a logo that represents us, me and my homies, and what we did coming up.
So are you
And
just
that's
not
what
going to
people
back
believe in.
any recruit?
I'm gonna back every recruit that makes sense. Yeah, everyone that makes sense, I will back, and everyone that doesn't, I will never.
So
No.
because I can't do a trick shot, I don't make sense?
No, it's not because that's a
Then
troll.
what? What
Hassan, you're
about
a
me
fucking
doesn't?
idiot.
What about me doesn't make sense?
I'll give
I
you three
stream.
things.
I make content.
A lot of people stream and make content, right? Like it's not about streaming and making content. It's about where you fit in, and it's not like a bad thing about you. It's not saying you're not capable. That's what I said. You could easily be 100 Thieves member that makes sense. You're friends with all of them. When I checked your following, no FaZe people other than replays followed you. A lot more FaZe people part of the ecosystem that didn't know who you were. No disrespect, you probably didn't know who I was until the drug thing. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm not tripping on that. And it's no disrespect. You gotta kind of like take your emotions out of it and just look at it for what it is, right? I'm extremely logical and I only base everything I do off logic, not off emotion. Maybe the trolling shit, but that was just like for YouTube. Who cares, right? I don't mean it, and you like again. That's why I'm here to express to you that I genuinely do not mean it. I do not mean any of the mean comments. I was just trolling. I have nothing against you. I don't know you. You seem like a very nice girl. I can feel your energy. You're a good human. Don't care. You're fine. But man,
In my meetings, they said they wanted to bring more of the energy of like me and my group of
they also
friends
told me they weren't going to
into
steal my
FaZe.
company. But you only say things, right? People be saying stuff.
I know you say a lot of shit.
I say real things. I say truthful things. That's kind of my thing. I don't lie. I
You
tell
should
the
delete
truth.
some tweets before you say that.
Well, I was also a child. You know what I mean? Oh, how old was I there? 2013.
I don't know. I was a child too, and I didn't say that. Kind
Yeah,
of
it's a
stuff.
different world. People said the craziest thing. Pretty much
We're the
every.
same age.
I hear you. I hear you. But you know, different world,
I was
different
on
people.
the internet at that time too.
Were you on MW2?
Cause I'm on.
Were you on Modern Warfare 2 in 2009?
No,
10,
I
11?
don't play Call of Duty.
That's what I'm
sorry.
saying. It's like it's something just
I
if
get
you know,
that
you
that's
know.
like a requirement for FaZe.
Yeah, but it's kind of no, it's not a requirement for FaZe, but it's just like it kind of gives you an understanding of like where we came up from. It was not a good place. You're right. It was the most toxic place on the internet. But we're not all really like that. And everyone gets that. There's not a white person you can find me from 2011 to play Modern Warfare 2 that didn't say hard R. They all did, and they know they did. They know, but they said it anyways. And now they're probably cool. They don't say that shit, and they're probably respectful people that aren't ignorant. But that's reality. You're a kid. You're around. That's your environment. You say crazy shit. Like Apex, for example. That's why I said I brought up history. He did say something crazy, but it was just like for a tweet. Obviously, he doesn't fucking mean it. Obviously, he's a Muslim. Come on, like he's a very devoted Muslim that is to his religion. He's not doing things like that or saying things like that. It's just shock value from the past. You have to understand things for what they are. Even if somebody just randomly says a very racist word, do they really mean it? What is their intention behind it? Sure.
Why do you say things for shock value if it's not honest to who you are? Because I
like
feel
what?
like I've...
Other than that one side comment where I said you're mid, like the world's going to be okay. The world's not crumbling because I called you mid, your life's not over.
But I feel like I'm
Things
only
are
saying
okay.
factual things, and what I said got more views than what you said.
Yeah, because because they couldn't believe that that's what you respond. Views, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not looking at that shit. You think I'm like looking through the drama posts? I don't give a fuck. I have one mission. Delete the boomers. I have one fucking mission, is to fuck them up. That is my only mission. I don't care about you. I don't care about some. That's
Just
a human
troll
shit,
me
of
along
course.
the way.
You asked for it, dog. You asked for it. You genuinely asked for it.
You
don't
said you
say
didn't,
things like...
No, you said, like, don't get barbecued or whatever.
Or me.
And you were like, I just wish you didn't respond to that.
I just wish you didn't... Me?
Yeah, that's what you said to me.
Yeah, why did you respond? You should have just left it at what it is, because you started talking on
Because that's
he's
what
a
women want
loser,
to do. They
he's
want
this.
women to just not react.
It's not about... But then react and be okay with the consequences. That's life. React, there's a consequence. You can't just react and nothing happens. Can't go talk shit to someone and expect them not to beat the fuck out of you. If you say something, if you get disrespectful, or you say something, you open that door. And that's all. That's real life, right? I don't play the whole professional PR bullshit. I'm a human. Human first,
So
son second, dog owner third,
reactions?
fucking everything before my creator. I don't
But
give
why
a
don't
fuck.
you have honest reactions? Why do you do
I
things
do
for
have
shock
honest
value?
reaction. It's not really shock value.
That's
it's
what
just
you said.
the last line I shouldn't have put. That last line, and I edited it out. I swear to God, and I was smoking because it makes me like cool and normal. I'm not like aggressive and shit. And then I was like, why did I put that in? I should have put that in. And I edited it out. It didn't hit. It just, the outro was like, the get wrecked after, this wasn't doing it for me. And I was like, you know what? I'll just troll and ask for forgiveness after this, because I really don't mean it. And it's like, whatever. You know? Because I don't mean it. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm joking.
So
And
it
you
is
can take it how
shock
you want to.
value.
Of course. I mean, I'm trolling. That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. I'm trolling. I do not mean it. Like, I genuinely...
I guess I'll just operate differently than you.
I mean, it's the internet, right? It's not, we're not on a political debate talking about what we're doing for the world. We're talking about a phase recruit over my... Are we really?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have two different goals. I'm talking about two different things. What's your goal?
I want to stop sexism in the gaming industry.
Okay, but I mean, if you feel what I said was necessarily sexist, I don't. Personally.
I do. You wouldn't have said
That's
it if I was
crazy.
a guy.
I mean, guys call guys ugly as fuck all the fucking time.
You wouldn't have said that you wouldn't let me touch you on your drunkest night.
Well, guys have different. You just say different. If I was.
But that makes it sexist.
But I'm a straight male. If I was a
isn't-
gay male would say something about that. It's not about sexism. It's just about what your preference is as a man. For me personally, obviously. Like, I mean, you can see it how you want to see it, obviously. That's a whole different conversation. But again, I meant no sexism and I had no intention to hurt your feelings. And that's why I felt really bad. People think it's because of backlash, so I don't give a fuck. I didn't even see any, to be honest. Because I didn't check the other stuff. I only saw my interactions. I didn't really see backlash, to be honest.
I mean, there was intention to hurt my feelings.
No, there wasn't. There wasn't. You asked for a barbecue, and I delivered. That's George Foreman.
And that's still hurting my feelings.
Yeah, I know. And I understand that, and that's why I apologize. So
But
do
you
want me
just said that you knew that was too far and that you should have...
Yeah, I know. But like I
I
said, the video just didn't hit. Whatever. I understand it. That's why I'm apologizing. I don't know what else you would want me to do. Do you want me to be demonized as a horrible human for calling you mid that I went to touch on my drunkest night? Like, what do you want? You want me to forever just like, who gives a fuck? Because if it's like you want to super victimize yourself over that, okay, then I guess I'm hurt. How dare you? How dare you bring up the worst time in my life? I'm fucking hurt. How dare you? It's like, what are we talking about? I'm fucking hurt. I almost died. And I called you mid and you responded something that almost took my life. That almost left my mom without a son and support. See, I can play that fucking game all day. Fuck that game. I don't give a fuck. And it's like, how could you let other people hurt your feelings? Do you not believe in yourself? Are you not a confident woman? You should be. You should be. You've accomplished great things. You should feel confident in yourself.
Am I
Fuck
not
all
a
that.
confident woman? You don't know me.
So then how's this hurting your feelings? If I called you mid, you should be like, fuck him. Who cares what I say? And if you bring up my drug past, are you getting emotional?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just speaking the truth. I don't want you to get emotional.
I don't like you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just being very logical. I understand how you feel, but you brought things up against me. How do you expect me to
I think you're a
react?
terrible person.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's pulling the acting shit out now. Because I said that
Pulling the acting shit out now?
How am I a terrible person for what?
Pulling the acting
How
shit
am I a
out
terrible
now.
person? Explain.
I don't owe you an explanation, actually.
And I owe you an explanation.
Macho, tell Vera that I'm not doing this video, and if they release anything, then I'm leaving, please.
Bro, she just got shit on and now she's upset.
Jeez.
Because I just broke logic to her. It's what it is. How are you gonna tell but then like, bro, I'm defending you.
Yeah. No, you were trying to defend, but
Did I say something wrong? Seriously.
I don't think so, bro.
Bro, I'm being logical.
No, I know, bro.
Like, what am I doing other than being logical? And now she's saying she doesn't want to drop the video. Bro, that shit's crazy.
Do I go check up on her?
I don't know.
Fuck. Apex, man.